Hello everyone, how's everybody doing? I just recently checked out my YouTube account and I was very surprised to see I have 103 or I'm not sure, I checked it a few days ago. But I passed 100 subscribers on my YouTube channel and I didn't really do much for my account. Even though I've been really busy, as you can see behind me, I've been doing crafts all this time, but never had time to film it or like upload or make videos about it. But then when I logged in with my other YouTube account, with this YouTube account, because I'm usually on another account, I was very surprised to see I had passed 100 subscribers, and I realized I need to put some content in there. So I do have something I want to do today. I've recently bought my second embroidery machine, actually my third, but actually basically this is a real embroidery machine, because if you can see behind me under that cover, which I made myself last year, I have a little janome machine, like embroidery machine, like this big, literally. It's a 4x4 hoop, or like 10 centimeters by 10 centimeters hoop, and it's very limited. I am a huge fan of embroidering by hand and by machine, and after 1 year of playing with that toy over there, actually I shouldn't call it a toy, it's a real machine. Yes honey. I played with it for a year and then I realized I want to do more. Okay, wait. Okay, yeah, so I'm back. So I've been working with that machine for almost a year, and then I realized I need something bigger to work with, and I just got, about 2 weeks ago, I got my new machine, which is a brother, and it's my first brother machine ever, and I'm in love with it. It's just my dream came true. And so today I'm working on this placemat that I bought the design online, and I've already it's made like in the hoop project, which I could never do on 4x4 hoop. So it's this placemat, and you make it in the hoop, and it has like 6 blocks, and you have to make each block in the hoop on the machine, and then you assemble them together, and you put the backing, and you do the binding, and you get this gorgeous placemat. So I already did the first 2 blocks because I couldn't I couldn't wait. So this is the top left one. So this will be in the top left. It's so pretty, look at this. And it's amazing because you get to choose your own fabrics. Like, you don't have to follow the actual pattern, like you don't have to choose the same fabrics like in a pattern. That would be almost impossible, but you can be as creative as you want with this pattern. And I actually chose like a floral background for this one, and it's pretty small. It went super fast in the machine. I had no problems whatsoever. It has like stabilizer on the back, tear away, and batting in the middle, because that's what the instructions said to do. And I had no trouble whatsoever with it. Look, this was so easy and fast to do, and it's so adorable. Okay, so this was the first block. It will go in the top left, and then this one is bottom left, yes. So it's with lemon and lemon slices and embroidery, and it's again just so gorgeous. And this fabric that you can see here, that's just a beige fabric with small polka dots. I think you can see it better from this angle. This I bought before I even knew I was gonna get the machine, the new machine, and I was at the home center for a totally unrelated shopping day, and I saw they had the little sewing section at the home center. They did have this little, but just basic things like if you need elastic for your pants or something, or a skirt, if you need like a zipper, they had a few zippers, like a small variety of zippers, and they had a small section of fabric, just like scrap. It was like 50 centimeters by, I don't know, or like 30 centimeters by 50, I don't know, just a piece of scrap there. But I thought like, oh, I don't have to go to a fabric store if I just need like little pieces. And I usually don't work with huge amounts of fabric. I wouldn't have where to store it anyway. I work with a lot of scraps, and it was perfect for me, so I bought this. They also had the red with white, red background fabric with white polka dots, and I bought that one as well, and I used it actually. So when I bought it, I thought like, I didn't know what I was gonna use it for. It's just it was just like, oh, I like it, it's cheap, it's close to where I live, I don't have to go to the fabric store, let's get it now. So I got it. So these are the two blocks that I made so far, and they will go together like something like this when they're gonna be sewn together. And today I'm going to make the centerpiece for this placemat. Okay, so I have the instructions here. This is like, there's more. There's more, but I already went through this, so they're done. So I have the instructions here. They're step by step. They're amazing. They have explanations and pictures for each step to do, and this will be the center piece. Wait. Oh, I think I skipped one page. Did I? Oh, I skipped 2 pages. Wait. Oh yeah, I skipped 2 pages. But yeah, that's how it's going to look in the end, like this. And before I actually started this project, I went ahead and did what the first page of the instructions said, and that was like, take your time and sort your fabrics, pre-cut them, organize them, so when you start embroidering, you actually just get to enjoy embroidering. And I did that, and it's amazing. It was so easy. So here is my here are my materials for the centerpiece, for the center block. And I have, you can see I have the batting, I have the background fabric, I have the lemon fabric, and the the lemon slice fabric. And again, I didn't have any yellow fabric at home, and I actually went to the fabric store and purchased some yellow. And then I came home and I realized this would work just fine. I had these orangey scraps, and I used, for example, I used it here, and it just looks awesome. It looks like a ripe lemon. Amazing. So I did pre-cut all my blocks. So this is the center block. This one will be top right, and this one will be top bottom. Top bottom what? Top right and bottom right. Right, so today I'm going to do only the center, and the video will be only for the center piece. And then maybe later, maybe I'm going to also post, maybe, I'm not promising anything, but I want to show how it's all sewn together and what the finished product will be. But in this video, I'm only doing the center block. Okay. So as you can see, I'm at my machine right now, and it's all threaded, and I have a new bobbin inside, a full bobbin. And the first thing I'm gonna do, my design is loaded, but the first thing I'm gonna do is to make sure that the design will fit nicely in this hoop. So I have this option here to just go around the corners of the design and see where that will land in the hoop. So let's see. Alright, so it seems there's no problem. So first thing I'm gonna do, the instruction says to stitch the placement stitch for the batting. So I'm gonna lower the presser foot and just stitch the outline. Okay, so next thing I'm going to do is place the batting, making sure all the edges of all that outline stitch is covered. And I'm going to do the next stitch that will hold it in place. So I'm gonna lower the presser foot, and let's see how big of a, oh, it's plenty. Okay, I'm gonna start, and I'm going to try and hold it down a bit with this turning tool. So the next step, now that we're done, the next step will be to trim the batting all around the stitching, and then we'll use the background fabric. So the next step is to put the background fabric, making sure all the edges are covered. And on the wrong side of my fabric, I have glued interfacing on all my background fabrics that have appliques on them, and that's what the instruction said. Now I did put a little bit of glue, like spray adhesive, on the back, because the first block I've made, I didn't put anything, and it made like a cushion of air underneath, and I didn't like that. So this time I'm using a bit of glue, and also keeping it down with this presser foot, or with this tool actually. So the next step will be to do the quilting lines, for which I'm going to change the thread color, and I actually want to keep it consistent with my other block, so I'm going to use the same color for the quilting lines, which you don't have to necessarily use the same color, but I like the symmetry of it. Oh, sorry, thank you. Thank you. Alright, so now my thread is threaded through the needle. Okay, thank you very much. Thank you very much. I'll give you this. Go. You can play with that. And it's all ready. I can only start the machine and it will start doing the quilting lines. Alright, so now that the quilting lines are done, I'm actually going to change the color for the lemon slice because it will stitch the outline stitches first, so I know where to put my next piece of fabric. So I'm also changing it because if I use the same color, it will be really hard for me to see the placement line. Alright, now I can put my lemon fabric over it, smooth it nicely. I don't have any glue underneath, it's just the fabric. So let's see. So the next step will be to trim the fabric around the stitching, and then I'll be back to put the placement stitches for the lemon slice. Right, so next will be the placement line for the lemon slice. You can see, because I didn't check properly where the edge was, I thought I covered it, and I did cover it, but it was such a near miss. And you see the stitching line here. I should have put this fabric a bit more to upwards, but it still covered it, so it's pretty okay. We're safe this time, but next time, that's why you have to make sure you cover all the stitching. Alright, so now we're just gonna do the satin stitches and the rest of the embroidery for this design, and will pretty much be finished. I'm missing some colors, but I'll adjust with whatever I have on hand. This is my brother thread, but actually have from my other machine, I have seam thread, and I also don't have all the colors over there, but I have some combinations, and I think I can finish this without big color differences. So let's see. I'm gonna stitch the satin stitch with the same color I put earlier for the placement lines. done with the design, I took it out of the hoop, and the next thing I'm gonna do is just take the stabilizer, remove it alongside these outside stitches. And it's really easy to remove. And the last step, it says to trim everything with I do it 1.5 centimeters from the outside stitching. So that was it. This is the finished block that I just made. It's really pretty. It has lots of stitching and like the lemon here with the slice, and this was the centerpiece. It still needs a upper part and a down part, but that will be in the next hooping that I'm gonna make. Right, so thank you for watching and see you next time. Bye.